Good morning, vinyl community. It's Robert with Block's Sonic Wafers, and I just wanted to pop in and maybe go over a few of my singles. And I'm going to try to make a series out of it and do just a few at a time. I've got 15 staged up and ready. But first, let's have a little sip of the caffeine for me. Like Robert over at Robert's on the turntable, it's a coffee kind of morning. It's also hot. Alrighty, let's get right into it. My first selection here is, and the first 10 of these are side by sides from Record Store Day. This one be You Be Illin'. The A side is the Run DMC version from 1986. The B side is the Carolina Chocolate Drops from 2012. And obviously it's on the Coke bottle green. I like the way that they have done the labels as close to the originals as possible on each one of these. This is the None Such label side. And over here we have, I can't tell what this label is, but it must have looked something like this. So, okay, that's the first one. And that's probably the first of two hip-hop related songs in my collection. Alright, secondly, this is when they decided they were going to change the packaging somewhat. Here we have Shake Some Action. Side A is by the Flamin' Groovies from 76. And the B side, Dylan Gardner from 2017. And I hope you can see the color in this single. It's a nice purple, blue, red mix. The other side, more blue. And so you got the Warner Brothers label on one side and Sire on the other. And this little packaging, you have to be careful about putting your singles back in because it has to fit between these little legs there. And here we go. Back in Your Head. The A side, Tegan and Sarah from 2007. And the B side, The Regrets from 2017. Kind of a light turquoise with some smoke swishes in through there. And again, you got the Warner Brothers label on one side and the Sire Records on the other side. We've gotten to the point where there's really only like 4 record labels. So they have control basically over all of these label names that we're seeing. And looky here, now we have a side-by-side mystery disc. They put out several of these, and you didn't know what you were getting until you purchased it and got it opened up, unless people gave it away on the internet. This one is a beautiful, beautiful single. Again, I hope the light's shining through. Ico Ico by the Grateful Dead. And that's on the Rhino label. And on the flip side, and as far as I know, this is the only side-by-side that's got 3 songs on it, or 3 versions. This is Iko Iko from Dr. John, and Iko Iko from the Dixie Cups. And that's on the Atco label. With beautiful colors. It does come with an inner sleeve. Next up, Walk On By. A-side, Dionne Warwick, 1964. The B-side, The Stranglers, 1978. And surprisingly, the Stranglers do a very nice job with this single. That is the Dionne Warwick side. And there is the Stranglers side. Kind of a blue splatter. I don't know if you'd call that a splatter or what. Let me know in the comments what you'd call it, if you could see it well enough. Next up, we got Kingdom Come. Tom Verlaine on the A side from 1979. David Bowie from 1980 on the B side. It's a glow in the dark. Let it absorb some light all day and you can find it at night. So that should be, I believe, an RCA label on the Bowie side. And it's Electra on the Tom Verlaine. Now some of these are in the original poly plastic that tends to stick to the vinyl and leave a little residue on there. I have not replaced any of mine. And a lot of them are sealed. I hope they haven't damaged the records. No Fun. So we've got the Stooges on the A side from 1969. We got the Black Keys from 2002. Black Keys are on Alive Records with a natural sound, it says. And the Stooges are on Elektra. Nice orange and red. I had to work hard to collect all the side-by-sides that I have, and I think I've got them all but maybe 2. Georgia on My Mind, in a nice peach colored vinyl. You've got the A side, Michael Bublé, 2009, and the B side, Ray Charles, from 1960. So that's the Ray Charles side. And there's the Michael Bublé side. Born Under a Bad Sign. A side, Albert King, 1967. B side, the Butterfield Blues Band, also from 1967. I like the way a lot of these are like totally different on one side than what you've got from the first side. Come on now. Truck driving man. A side, Willie Nelson from '74. The B side, Uncle Tupelo from 1994. And it's not got a lot of color to it. It's black vinyl with, as you see, a little brown swirl going on there. And that's on the Atlantic side, Willie Nelson. And back to Sire Records on the flip side with Uncle Tupelo. And you see you've pretty much lost all of the brown on this side. It looks like a regular black vinyl single. You get variances like that from when they're running through the pressing process. And that is it at the time being for the side-by-sides. I will return to visiting what I have of those in the next singles video. And here we have a sealed copy of Derek and the Dominoes, Got to Get Better in a Little While, with Later on the flip side. Made in the Czech Republic. I know Eric's kind of in the doghouse right now with a lot of folks, and I'm in agreement. But he'll come back, I'm sure. It's Polydor. If you're not following Bobby Whitlock on the YouTube, I highly recommend that you do. He's got some great stories to tell about his time with these guys and Delaney and Bonnie and on George Harrison's first solo record. Some really insightful tales. Alright, here's another, most of these are record store day releases. Got Link Ray on Mala. It's got Big City After Dark, Hold It, Dance Parties Part 1 and 2. It's a gatefold. It's got 2 singles. Let's get one out here and have a look-see. See, there's the Mala label. And a sun-dazed sleeve. Black vinyl. Let's get it put back together. I hate to hold up the video on these things. A lot of people just throw it aside and put it back together later. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, next up, Frankie. This is numbered. This is number 1263. My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama, and Dog Breath. It is with the Mothers of Invention. And on a lovely translucent green with some black smoke running throughout. See, they shortened the title on the cover and on the record itself. Looks like this one needs a little cleaning. We will take care of that before we play it again. Alright, and final, no, I got 2 more here, I'm sorry. We've got Biffy Clyro, Black Chandelier Live, and City of Dreadful Night Beautiful transparent disc with black smoke flying out from the center. And with the tree on the label there, it works beautifully together. That's the black chandelier side, and here is the City of Dreadful Night. Really cool little disc. I wasn't really familiar with the band when I got this, but it's some good stuff, no doubt. They rock. Alright, next, and last but not least, I used to do some stuff for Lost Highway Records, and this was basically a little Christmas card that I got from them. So I would assume that there's not a whole lot of these floating around. Happy Holidays from UMG Nashville, and Happy New Year. Great little photo on the front. Somebody spinning some singles. A list of their artists on the back. Inside, you've got a fake single, MCA Records and Lost Highway, Happy Holidays. And on this side, it was personalized by my handler. Very cool. And it also includes a real single. Another guy that's in the doghouse. This is Ryan Adams. Black vinyl. Hey Parker, It's Christmas. He was dating Parker Posey at the time. And on the other side is Ah Life. So I thought that was a very nice little Christmas gift from Lost Highway. I don't know how many copies of this there is out there floating around, but I will cherish this one. And that, for the moment, is going to end my for singles only session. And we will resume this at some point in the near future. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. Here's to the vinyl community and everyone in it. Hope you're having a great day. Go spin a 45. Have fun with it. We will see you next time.